Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm back at it again with another video. Like I said, typically it's only going to be 2 uploads a day if I can help it. This is the second upload, but today I was actually going to just call it quits and just upload the pay-per-view and just be done with it. But apparently, even when you delete Twitter, you still get messages. I swear, I thought when you deleted, that's pretty much it. But I guess I'm still getting messages via Gmail on this, even though I can't see, which I kind of prefer anyway. So if people send me links and stuff like that, I don't have to be directly on X in order to accept anything, right? But someone sent me this message right here, and this is coming from Montez Ford. I guess it's an excerpt. I can't find the original article, but apparently this is an excerpt from Montez Ford reflecting off of this tag team with Angelo Dawkins. It says, I think one, in quote, in parentheses, rumor I've seen about myself that I like to shut down is, oh yeah, I did see this one recently. And I think back to what you was asking earlier. They were saying Montez Ford doesn't really want to go solo because he's afraid of leaving his partner. Now, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of leaving my partner or anything like that. This is what I've been put to do since I've been here. I've been trying to make the best of the situation, just like anyone in life. What I'm doing in the WWE is no different from what anyone does in life. Whatever cards you're dealt, you make the best of it. But once you get comfortable, you get success in a certain area, you get confident, and you start trying, and you want to protrude out and go into other areas that you could possibly be successful in. But I think one thing I like to debunk is me being nervous or scared to leave Docs. It's not the case. I would change that to, if that time comes for us to be away from each other, I am ready. Can't speak on anyone else. I am ready. I've been ready, still ready, always gonna be ready, period. So I'll leave it as that. That's very interesting that he actually said that. So essentially what I got out of this is Montez Ford is, from what it looks like, incredibly frustrated. You know what? I think I seen another article not too long ago also reflecting off of his frustration with Bobby Lashley leaving also, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that's more so tied in. Maybe that's where he got it from, now that I think about it. Because it says, this is from the Daily Mail dot whatever, UK, whatever. Let me see. It's the best. Let's see. This is him reflecting off of this situation right here with Bobby Lashley. Let's see. It's the best, man. This is him reflecting off of WWE. Ford exclusively tells Mel Sport of him living his dream, blah, blah, blah. For me to sit here and go like, how's it going? That it's good, that'd be a lie, he reflects. There's always pleasure in doing what you love, what you admire, what you have what you have dreamt of, what you have goals in and passion for. But it does get to that sense of frustration where everything you try to accomplish in life, where you may feel like it's either taken too long or it's been too long or nothing's happening. Okay, I don't see the excerpt coming directly out of that necessarily. Let me see, I'll keep reading. I'm not going to lie and say I don't sit here and watch all the comments and everything. I watch everything. We're not in conversations when it comes to top tag teams. We're not in conversations when it comes to anything wrestling related, besides the fact of getting handled by the bloodline, and that doesn't sit well with me. So as well as it is going in terms of being my dream job, it is enjoying as it is. It is enjoying as it is frustrating. Holy crap! Who typed this? Whatever. Ford, alongside tag team partner Angelo Dawkins, is one of the most exciting tag teams around in the Street Profits, but they have been held gold since October of 2020. That is too long for performers of their abilities. And it goes on to talk more about this, but again, he reflects off of Bobby Lashley. And, you know, like he said, they started off as heels, and as they kept, you know, engaging with the audience, they eventually turned babyface. And he says he's excited, for Bobby Lashley and all the stuff and BFAB and everything, but he strongly wants to, from what it looks like, he strongly wants to pursue a singles career, and he doesn't really care if it means, leaving Angelo Dawkins behind. And honestly, there are so many reports that I remember seeing in the past of Montez Ford legitimately getting that run. When was it? Was it 2023 or 2022 when he had that standout performance in the Elimination Chamber? It was one of those years. And I remember everybody was really up in arms about him. Like, we were really like, oh shit, this is his breakout moment. And we all thought that he was going to go to the Money in the Bank, win the briefcase, be that guy. I think that was 2023. I think that was last year when that all happened. And honestly, how old is Montez Ford? He's got to be like, he's a little bit older than me. He's probably like, maybe a year or two older. So I'm going to say probably like in 34, maybe closing in on 35 years old. So he's still relatively young. I know everybody, including myself, have been pushing for the longest that, hey, it'd be pretty cool to see him and Bianca Belair be a heel power couple. The thing is, if you watch anything in regards to Montez Ford and Bianca Belair, they're very entertaining together. It's not just the reality TV show stuff. I remember, ironically enough, like a couple of years ago during Halloween, I want to say back in 2019, 2020, around that time, I know Bianca and Montez, they put out this parody of Thriller, and it was incredibly entertaining. Like, they did the whole entire Michael Jackson music video with Montez acting as if he was Michael and Bianca acting as the woman who comes out the movie theater with Michael when they're like walking down the road and shit. They're incredibly entertaining together, and you can clearly tell, obviously, they love their jobs. Clearly, they're very good at their jobs. I would personally like to see Montez Ford step out too. And honestly, this would be a good thing for Angelo Dawkins too, to sink or swim. Always remember, when it came to Jay and Jimmy, people thought it was Jimmy who was the charismatic one. People thought Jimmy was the standout one. People thought Jimmy was the one who was going to fucking kill it if it ever came a time that him and Jey Uso had to split up. And look what happened. Jey Uso is one of the biggest wrestlers in the world. I think Angelo Dawkins needs time for himself to sink or swim also. You never know what he can do. The dude ain't like he's a charisma vacuum. Angelo Dawkins is super charismatic too when he wants to be. He's not as charismatic as a Montez Ford, but he got the wordplay down pat. He got the swag about him when he really wants to be. In all honesty, I look at someone like an Angelo Dawkins and I see a great babyface in his future. I look at someone like a Montez Ford. If he were to partner up with a Bianca Belair, I see two great heels. Honestly, you know what I mean? I think it would benefit both guys to break up and go see what they can do. But what it clearly shows to me is not only do I see frustration in the eyes of Montez Ford, but he's hungry. Buddy's hungry as fuck and he wants it. I say give him the opportunity. I say give him a path to see whether or not he sinks or swims and go down the obvious path. I see no reason as to why he should have to be in a position compromising his abilities and pretty much, you take somebody who could have been a humongous star and you pretty much have him just paddling in with the kitties in the kiddie pool when he can swim pretty damn good in the deep end. You feel me? I think you should absolutely give that ball to Montez Ford and see him run with it. Let us see what happens. You know what I mean? But even to go a little bit deeper about Montez Ford, one thing that I will say, though, is something tells me, even though he wants to say that he never really felt like, there's a part of me that I feel like that rumors of I never wanted to leave Angelo Dawkins behind and all that stuff, the way he talks, it always, it feels like, at least to me, and I'm pretty sure this isn't the case, but it sounds like he's already distancing himself from Angelo Dawkins. Does it not sound that way to me? The way he talks and the way he speaks about this, it almost comes off as if he's already just separating himself from the issue of Angelo Dawkins, as if he doesn't want anything to do with him outright. Something tells me, I'm willing to bet that Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford have gotten into plenty of arguments over this behind the scenes. Something tells me an inquiring mind, if you will, right? An inquiring mind. I feel like, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they have plenty of conversations about this. And I'll tell you what. Now, I would like to see Angelo Dawkins do his own thing. I would like to see Montez Ford do his own thing. But as of right now, as we speak, and this is no shade thrown at Angelo Dawkins. I mean, I guess it is by default, but I don't mean it in a messed up way. I'm just only calling it like I see it. Observation. I have eyes, I have ears, I have 5 senses. Actually 6, because I have more sense to you. We know how this goes, right? Let's just call a spade for a spade. Angelo Dawkins he's kind of holding him back. Like, let's just call a spade for a spade. He is, as of right now, he's holding back Montez Ford. And, you know, I know Dawkins, he came in originally by himself, right? And he was doing like this, I don't even know what kind of gimmick he was doing when he first, because he came in before Montez, from what I can remember. I do remember seeing him come in. Was he with, I don't think he was with Sasha Banks. He was with somebody when he first came into WWE and NXT, and he was looking like Tyler the Creator. If you guys remember, he had like the book bag on, and you know, he was doing the Dougie and shit like that. This dude came in like, what, I want to say 2012, 2013, around that time. I'm just trying to remember what he started off as, but I honestly can't remember. Trying to think. I can't fucking remember. I think he came in, I could have sworn he came in with Sasha Banks though. I think it was Sasha Banks now that I think about it. But hey, it is what it is, man. Regardless, yeah, I feel for Montez Ford. If he really does feel this frustrated in regards to his current position, he should absolutely go speak up. Maybe he has spoken up already, but he should probably put his foot down. He should probably be more assertive. I mean, your wife is one of the biggest superstars in the company, even though her stock is starting to fall too, honestly. You know, if it's going to be like that, I think maybe you guys probably should. And honestly, if they were together, this would benefit Bianca Belair also, if for nothing else. You know, it's a resurgence to her career also, because like I said, she's faltering very, very badly. Very, very badly. My only thing is, when you fuck around and do something like this, what do you do in regards to a storyline? What do you do in regards to an angle? You know, you do run the because this is just the way the world works nowadays. I feel like if you put Bianca Belair and Montez Ford together and they do something crazy on their own, you do kind of run the risk of putting the company into a position to get backlash, because whenever you put two black people together, it's, there you go again, Triple H, you're bucking those two black people together because you know nothing else but to buck those two black people together, even though in reality, it's just a common sense approach in regards to where you should go in relation to the characters going forward with whatever story that they want to produce. You do run the risk of that. But nevertheless, though, I would like to personally see them together. I think Montez Ford will make a great Intercontinental Champion right now, to see where he goes from here. And honestly, I'll do you one better before we go. Not even Intercontinental Champion. I would love to see he's on SmackDown right now, right? I would love to, and Bianca Belair is on SmackDown. I don't see why not. You can't have a feud or a program with him in LA Knight with Bianca Belair on the sidelines watching everything go down. I think actually that'd be a pretty damn good storyline. Honestly, I don't know. There's just a bunch of untapped potential in Montez Ford as far as a gimmick is considered going forward. And honestly, I'm more so shocked that we haven't really, explored any of that yet. You know what I mean? And honestly, I guess, listen to how Montez Ford is talking, I guess he's saying the same thing too, that he's shocked that they haven't really explored that yet. And he thinks that his current position at the moment is holding him back. And, well, I don't know, man. But let me hear your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to what you think about the situation involving Montez Ford and his current thoughts on his current partner right now. I will say that I feel bad for him, but I don't know to what degree or what extent in regards to how much he's been sticking his neck out to really get this going and get this ball rolling. If he has, okay, I feel bad. If he hasn't, I'm just the guy looking in, waving his hand. Homeboy needs to be a little bit more assertive, man. You know, like, be more assertive if that's not the case. But hey, it is what it is. Just one person's opinion in regards to a whole subject. I'll leave the links down in the description box below if you guys want to read that article in regards to Bobby Lashley. And I'm going to get the hell up out of here. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you guys later. A deuces and a P eyes.